Hi Alex, I know you tuned into MMO-Play Dailies to catch up on your latest MMO-Play news, but I have to tell you up top that this whole thing, MMO-Play Dailies, was really just a ruse so that I could convey this message to you knowing that you would see it. Listen, my name isn't really the Higgs, obviously, it's Mike, and some time ago, the company that I work for was contacted by your father. We specialize in a very particular brand of service, namely when people have stuff that they have to tell somebody but they don't know how, they contact us. So your father, Alex, he got in touch with us and he had something really difficult he wanted to tell you. So my company constructed this whole thing as an elaborate way to tell you what I have to tell you now. And what your father wanted to tell you, Alex, what was so difficult for him to say was, I really don't know any other way to say it, but Alex, your father has... What's up everybody, it's the Hicks here, welcome to MMO-Play Dailies. I bet if your name is Alex, I just freaked you right the hell out. Jokey jokes aside, you are at your one-stop shop for everything you need to know in the MMO universe. The construction persists in spite of all logical, rational thought or reasoning, so I apologize if you hear that in the background. Let's go ahead and jump into some news. Well, Skyforge is on track to continue its super long, comprehensive beta process. This third round of closed beta testing begins on April 22nd, and it will continue until May 13th. During this time, invites will be sent out to random players. Obviously, if you've got like a pack or you've already been in the betas, you're automatically accepted into this third round. And as you'd expect, there's a lot of new content with this third beta. There's a new open world zone, there's a new PvP zone, there's a new squad adventure. So if you are interested in signing up for that beta, you can do so via the links in the description below. Well, you hate to see them go, but Grand Chase is officially shutting down its North American servers. That's right, yesterday they hosted a live stream that was basically a farewell and a thank you to all of their fans. The devs are hoping to funnel players from Grand Chase into Elsword, another one of their properties, and they are doing so via a welcome boost package. So if you were playing Grand Chase, jump on over to Elsword and give it a shot. Well, if you are a fan or want to be a fan of Crossmaster Arena, you've got a new way to do so. They've got a new desktop beta available. It's a little bit ahead of the European French release. They've got a new desktop beta available, and it has a whole lot of stuff for you to check out. As you'd expect, this features all sort of Ankama stylings, you know, stuff you've seen in like Dofus or Wakfu. If you want more information on how to get in on this beta, check out the links in the description below. Well, a few days ago, we talked about a study that revealed how there's pretty much no link between playing video games and becoming a sexist human. Today we've got another study to talk about which has equally interesting results, although not quite as serious. And this basically just reveals something that I already knew. I think you probably already knew it, which is that video game players don't really care a whole lot about reviews. The number one thing it turns out players are concerned with is, does the game have an interesting story or concept? And then that's followed quickly by price. Immediately, the first thing I thought of when I saw this story was G4. I played out this little scenario in my head where Olivia Munn from the future delivers this study to Olivia Munn in the past, and she goes, wow, I should really get out of this network. And thus was born the Munn. Sadly, future Morgan Webb did not do the same, thus leading to my eternal sadness at not having Morgan Webb on my TV every day. Well, if you supported Ralin Dwarf Wars on Kickstarter, you've got some weird, sour, stingy sort of news coming toward you. They are officially pulling the Kickstarter campaign. They are going back to the drawing board. Basically what happened was they met some new partners. This happened at GDC 2015 in San Francisco, and then the devs, after meeting these partners, have started sort of rethinking how they're doing the entire game. So as of this point, the devs are saying that they're not gone, they're just taking a break to sort of restructure, that they'll be back with another campaign in the future. Regardless, it's a pretty drastic move either way, so hopefully it's a move for the better. I think one of the many things that the World of Warcraft switch to the token system indicates is the final nail in the coffin of the subscription model for MMOs. Now, this is a slow, gradual, gradient sort of process that's been happening for a long time. A lot of people have come up with MMOs trying to compete with WoW in order to get paid subscriptions every month. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Even massive video game franchises like the Elder Scrolls, or massive franchises that exist outside of video games, which are arguably larger than Warcraft, like Star Wars, could not garner enough support to have a subscription-based MMO model that was sustainable. Now it turns out that Warcraft looks like with the token system, they're slowly edging away from that system as well. So it's absolutely no surprise to me that there's been a little bit of leaked, maybe sort of news that indicates that Wildstar might be going away from the subscription-based model and into free-to-play world as well. Now, I just want to state up front here that this is definitely very shaky news. It may not even be news. It might be a complete rumor mill, but it's one of those stories you hear about and sometimes, you think, wow, that's nothing. And then it turns into a massive story, or you hear about it and you're like, oh, that's huge. And it turns out to be nothing. So this is one of those deals. Basically, there was an EB Games employee that was approached by somebody who was stacking up copies of Wildstar, and the guy asked him, why are you doing this? And he was basically told that NCSoft had ordered a sort of recall of the hard copies. Now that's like where the story ends, but most MMO people who have played subscription-based games know that that sort of thing happens when there's about to be a shift towards free-to-play. So maybe it's happening with Wildstar. I'd say if it's not happening now, it definitely will happen in the future. That brings us to today's daily shout out. When a man loves a shout out. Today's sub shout out is a really good one. It comes from old school MMO-Play fan William the Unpro Pro. William the Unpro Pro does all kinds of great stuff on his channel. We are talking Let's Play videos that are actually really entertaining. My favorite thing that he does might appeal to all you people who are interested in taking your love of MMO RPGs from fandom into, I actually want to make one of these. William the Unpro Pro does all kinds of really cool live streams on RPG Maker. These are like super comprehensive, informational, super entertaining. They are hours long. Definitely a very cool channel William the Unpro Pro has, and I highly recommend you check it out. Today's comment shout out comes from user Max Enforcer, who asks in response to yesterday's video, where was your blouse? Max, you're not the first one who's asked me where my blouse is. In fact, it's happened so many times over the years, I've just gotten used to it. You want to see my blouse? You want to see my blouse, Max Enforcer? This is for you, Max. This is for you! Are you happy now? You want me to shake it? Are you happy yet? I feel like I have a lot of issues that keep coming up on this show. I just want to publicly state that I am not a cross-dresser. And I definitely do not own women's clothing. And I'm not wearing a thong right now. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. I've been the Hicks from MMOplay.com. Thank you for checking out this video. I do hope to see you tomorrow. Leave a comment below for a chance to be included in tomorrow's comment shout out. Subscribe to the channel and send me a message if there is some stuff you want me to see for a chance to be included in the sub shout out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.